Alright guys, so today officially marks the 7-day start until Silent Salt Cookie is going to be released. So we do have some posts from Cookie Run Kingdom to look at what kind of things are going to be happening for this event and the updates. So let's look at this real quick. This was posted, I believe, a couple of days ago, and it reads, "I have nothing left to fear. A moonlit land where all lies asleep. At last, the cookie stirs awake from the darkness." And if you guys look right over here, it is gonna be that silent salt in the background with that moon. All right, and then it shows a battlefield where nothing is left. All right, so super cool. I want to see how this whole thing turns out to be. But we also do have this was posted, I think, like yesterday, and it reads, "The journey for truth. What lies at the end of this road? Secrets buried in silence will slowly reveal themselves. How will the two cookies' fateful encounter change the cookie world?" Now, we are going to be having the story between the cookie who wanted to know the truth and the cookie who, in a way, knows the truth, I guess, right? So I guess it's just really going to come down to what kind of truth is Silent Salt hiding, all right? Or kept silent for. Okay, and I'm sure you guys have already seen all the videos out there, but there has been this like quote-unquote theory of judgment that Silent Salt has against, or this grudge that he has against different beast cookies, right? The number of swords, the size of the swords and stuff like that. And it seems like Silent Salt, again hinting back to what the PD has also said, is a little different, right, than the other beast cookies. He has different ideals and different beliefs compared to what Dark Enchantress and some of the other beast cookies have as well. Is he going to be a little bit of a different character than what we have seen before with all of the beast cookies? They all have their characteristics, right? But what kind of cookie will Silent Salt be? And what kind of story will unfold with White Lily, who, in a way, right, has caused all of this stuff to happen because she seeked after the truth, right, versus this now Silent Salt, the counterpart to her Soul Jam, right, who is now breaking the silence. So if you guys actually go into the game now, you're going to be able to see inside of the event. You are able to go to the bottom right over here, and it shows Beasties Countdown. All right, so we have 6 days. Technically, 7 days, because there's 6 days and 22 hours remaining. But you are able to choose, I believe, one of these three right over here. A long journey lies ahead. Now you find yourself at a crossroads. Which path do you choose? Your belief, your duty, or your goal? For me, I'm going to go with the goal. All right, let's see what it says. You sense a familiar floral scent. And that's it. All right, so it kind of just teases you, right? I believe depending on what path you choose, probably different statue gets lit up, but it does look like they're hinting right towards that Silent Salt and the story that is going to be unfolding as well. So going back to the thing, I'm on HyRool's account, but again, now the thing is, you want to be saving 7 days, right, until the next update does happen. Exactly about 7 days left. All right, so we have the juicy stamina jelly, very important, because obviously the next story is going to be inside of the beasties. So how do you farm some of those? You do farm it from the town square. You could simply go AFK, and it's gonna simply allow you to farm these, juicy stamina jelly. That's gonna be a very easy but just time consuming way, because obviously you have to sit here and be AFK. Alright, so that is one way to do so if you do not have a lot of juicy stamina jelly. Obviously, you still should be doing the Monster Menace as much as possible so that you guys are able to get these chests. These chests are absolutely amazing. Another way, very fast but simple way, is going to be this right over here. If you click on this Bear Jelly Island, you're going to be able to go to your Starlight Island. And you are able to go and do your little missions, and that's going to give you 30 juicy stamina jelly, as well as some crystals as well. Super simple, okay? You just click on stuff, you go into like different islands. If you look right here, visiting Memory Island, you go to Memory Island like this, okay? And then you're pretty much basically able to get these stamina jellies and crystals. You go show off, and then you go to a random island. you go into the first one, or whichever one you guys want to go and look at. You just go simply look at it, and then you just come back to your island, and bam, you are done with all the missions, and now you have 100 crystals. All right, super simple. Next one obviously is going to be your resources. All right, for everybody who is going to be, you know, either like lacking resources most of the time because you guys are like new or returning. All right, you want to be obviously going and saving your resources for your cookies. One way to do so later down the line is going to be the Hall of Ancient Heroes. These slots, all right, Joy Rule has everything added in, but these slots, if you can, probably a good idea to go and, you know, take out some of them if you want to use Silent Salt right away without using any resources. All right, another way is going to be obviously the bounty. Again, it does look like the ambush powder is going to be the one that you want to go for, because according to what we have seen inside of the package, it looks like ambush is going to be the type for Silent Salt. All right, he doesn't have a shield yet. I mean, he could be defense, he could be charge, he could be other classes, but at least according to the package that has been shown inside of the game, it does look like they are hinting towards Silent Salt being ambush. And most likely during the live stream that the PD is going to have, you know, he's going to obviously go and share that information with us. Probably going to show us some videos as well, some teasers and things like that for Silent Salt. So if you want to wait until then, that is also a, you know, a direction that you can go. But if you want to go and at least start the process a little bit faster and, you know, hope that it actually does happen, then you guys are able to go and farm those powders. Again, by default, it's going to be at that mystery mark, which is going to give you guys random. But if you guys do click on this particular button and then select the ambush, that is going to give you guys a specific powder. Right now we do have that extra, you know, bonus as well, so that's also really, really good. And now time for the gacha stuff. Again, I like to remind everybody that whenever a beast cookie or awakened ancient comes out, they have a special banner, just like how we have for DYL. However, the difference between those two rarities, the beast and the ancient, as well as compared to super epics and legendaries, is that these particular cookies inside of super epic and, you know, legendary rarity, they're automatically added into the probability to be able to pull for them. However, for awakened ancient as well as beast cookie, from the trend and you know, how we had before, they do not get added to be pulled with cookie cutters as well as crystals until their banner is over, and usually their banner does last for 40 to 45 days. So that's another month and a half that you do have to wait and save your crystals in order to go and pull for these particular cookie, or at least have a chance of pulling them inside of the featured gacha. So if you guys are saving, then you're probably just gonna have to wait a little bit longer, but that is how it's gonna be. There's some theories that people are saying, what about the epic cookie that should be coming out with Silent Salt, when there's literally doesn't seem like there's another cookie that is with Silent Salt? We'll have to wait until, you know, Dev Sisters show stuff, but most likely we will get one, just because just how it is. It's the trend, right? We had Black Sapphire, we had Candy Apple for Shadow Milk, we had, you know, Nutmeg Tiger for Burning Spice, we had Cloud Hete for Mystic Flower, and then we had Pavlova as well as, you know, Sugarfly for our Eternal Sugar. So we will see how this one turns out to be. But as of right now, we do have the cookies, right? They're going to be coming out. All right, so we'll just have to wait and see what kind of direction Dev Sisters take this. It does look like they're really, really hinting towards the fact that, hey, this is going to be a big update. I'm just really hoping that the story is good. Obviously, the story is going to be good, but I hope that a lot more, I would say, things come out with it, like events and more quality of life changes, all right, and other things that could make the game a bit better than what it is right now as well. I mean, it's a constantly improving, right? It's a constantly improving game, and I hope that they continue to do so and add things that will just make, you know, people who are returning, people who are playing, or people who are new, just feel a little bit better in playing the game as well. All right, so let me know down in the comments below what you guys think about Silent Salt, what you guys would like to see in the next update. But again, we have 7 days left now, and hopefully you guys are taking advantage of everything. Just a couple of the things that I told you about is what I want to just kind of constantly remind you guys before the update does come out, because, you know, not everybody sees the video all the time. So hopefully you guys found the video helpful, and I will catch you guys all during the live stream and the next video.